Hi, I'm Grant Mukai here at Wellesley Media, and we're pleased to welcome Dennis Sullivan. He has over 25 years of experience at his law firm here in town, Dennis Sullivan and Associates. And we're here to talk about his book, which came out earlier this year. You know, with the many changes that have been happening recently with healthcare reform, many seniors and boomers are concerned with how these changes are going to affect them. So this book talks a little bit about how to avoid rising long-term costs while protecting your spouse, home, and life savings. So
that's right, Grant. We've actually been helping clients for a number of years, but especially with the new Healthcare Reform Act, never before have seniors and boomers and their families been as concerned as they are now about what it means for them and for the future. So we worked over 6 or 8 months or so while the Healthcare Reform Act was being put together to monitor the changes so that we come up with information for the book. But it was delayed a little bit with the result of the tax reform that passed on January 1st of this year. So we took a little bit of extra time to explain some of the new provisions in the book on tax increases, as well as some of the changes such as with the membership panels. And a lot of that is discussed in the book.
now, everyone wants to make sure that they remain in control of their health care and financial decisions. So where should we begin to take steps to put a plan in place so that we don't lose everything if something were to happen?
Well, what people can do to make sure that they remain in control of both finances and healthcare decisions is to learn about a review process so they can understand exactly where they are now and what documents they do or don't have. You know, a lot of people created plans maybe 10, 20 years ago when the children were younger. So it's important to see exactly what type of plans they have now, as well as how the healthcare situation is, so that they can have a plan in place to maintain control of both financial and health decisions if something ever happened. You know, these are some of the many topics we discuss in our new book, The Senior and Boomer's Guide to Healthcare Reform and Avoiding Nursing Home Poverty. We also have workshops where we discuss a 19-point review and evaluation checkup. So each person has an opportunity to do a kind of a self-review of some of the topics discussed in the book, and also a self-review of their planning, so that they can make a decision on where things stand now, as well as what things are protected, maybe where some improvements are needed. So if they both attend a workshop and begin to review their personal situation, many people will find there's quite a bit that they can accomplish now and in the future to protect themselves, their family, and their life savings. Additionally, it's all part of the review process. The spouse's finances will be protected. Healthcare decisions will be made if either one ends up in a nursing home, and their life savings is not wiped out. You know, many of the people we help may also be eligible for veterans benefits. In the case of a married couple, that can mean as much as $2,000 per month, close to $25,000 per year. So there's a lot, not just in terms of preserving access to financial and health information, but also for veterans, many may be entitled to benefits they're not even aware of their existence, and what they can do to access that as part of their planning. So we've actually written a chapter in the book, The Senior and Boomer's Guide to Healthcare Reform and Avoiding Nursing Home Poverty, on the important veterans benefits for those people that are entitled to them if they haven't served their country in times of war. To learn more about veterans benefits, people can go to a separate website, SullivanVeteransReport.com. There's quite a bit of information there about the availability of veterans benefits and how they can access these. Also, to learn more about these benefits, you can order the Senior and Boomer's Guide to Healthcare Reform and Avoiding Nursing Home Poverty online. We've also got a free preview available on our website, dsullivan.com. And also, as I mentioned, for those who'd like to learn more in a live workshop, just call to register at 800-964-4295, and that's available 24/7, or they could register online at dsullivan.com. So there's quite a bit of of education that's available, and a number of steps that people can be taking now to assess their health and financial information and plan for the changes in the year ahead.